Take 4, Club Rock here with Brian Bailey inside Parker's Barbecue. Just at 3, 2, 1. Bailey, how you doing?
Good.
Fun day getting to talk to the coaches here and the conference you named, right?
I did. I hadn't talked to those guys about that, but I did a couple years ago when they first all got together with Havelock and everybody in the new league, and they wanted to come up with a name. They were just going to go with Eastern Carolina, but it was already in Eastern Carolina. Then they were going to go with something else that was really basic. And I said, hey, you guys have a great conference. It was the talk of the whole state was just Rose and New Bern and Jacksonville and everybody involved. I said, it's a big deal. Make it the Big Carolina. And now it's the Big Carolina.
And with all the funky conference names now that make no sense, like in college sports, this one is actually, it makes sense.
Or does. I mean, and it's still, even though Havelock's in another league now, White Oak comes up. White Oak only lost 2 games last year, and they're a really, really good football program. And, we got 2 schools in Jacksonville. We got the schools in Pitt County. So these are the biggest schools that we cover every year.
And Will Bland and J.H. Rose picked first. That's a coach's poll, not a media poll. If you had a poll, Bailey, would you have had them at the top?
I thought about that, and I'd have them near the top. But it's hard for me to pick against Jacksonville or pick against New Bern.
Yep.
And Rose started 0-5 last year, and they got hot in the playoffs. But they do have a very good team coming back. I do think South Central, Ryan Bowie, his first year, they're going to struggle a little bit, but they're going to give it a fight every Friday night as well. So I think the key to this league is that every Friday night is a battle. And you think about when Jacksonville plays New Bern, or New Bern's playing Rose, you just know they're going to be just absolute wars on the high school football gridiron.
It's going to be awesome, and a lot of ECU flair to today, because we talked to Nate Connor about the 2 Pirates on the East Carolina football roster. Phoenix Evans out at South Central. Will Bland, of course, played wide receiver at ECU. So got a little ECU mix here, Bailey, and you were able to get over there this morning too, right?
Well, Jeremy Lewis was running one of the drills for South Central the other day. That was fun to hear him, because I had to tell him, I said, Jeremy, keep the language good so I can use this. But he was all over those guys. But yeah, it was really neat to see him out there, and as you said, some of the other guys, and get a chance to see practice. It's good to hear some of those local players that get a chance at East Carolina, but take advantage of their chance.
What did Coach Harold have to say this morning?
Yeah, he was talking about Pan to ask you, and he said he's really had a good camp so far. And he started D.H. Conley, and it's good to see him. You got the kid from JP2. Ryan Roseborough, the kid that ran over everybody on that level as a running back. But now he's on the line working for East Carolina. So we've got some more local ties. That's going to be fun.
It'd be great if that could become another pipeline.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, JP too.
Awesome stuff. Bailey got preseason, which started with the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. More action coming up this week. Did you watch any last Thursday?
I did. I thought about you too, because we're the only 2 people that really get excited about preseason football. But yeah, I thought it was great just to have it on, just to kind of keep an eye on it. And I've had a chance, I told you last week, I watched Dallas practice for 2.5 hours on a Sunday afternoon just to see how they were doing. And the preseason.
Can I tell you, I hate that, but also respect it more than anything.
You did
that you do that. That's
you had
great.
that look on your face. That you did.
I do respect that.
But it's that time of year where football's coming, so you just have to be patient. But these are little appetizers, I guess, to get us ready for it.
Great day at Park. Wait, there's Terry McLaurin and Michael Parsons eating here at Parker's. They're not doing anything else right now. Both requesting trades, so man, we'll see how that plays.
And it's funny because people ask me about it. I say, if they could trade Parsons, I'd trade him. If you can get 2 first-round draft picks and all this other stuff,
that'd be a haul.
I'd be a haul, and but I think that's all going to work itself out. I think that's just a lot of smoke and that kind of thing.
A couple other notes while we're sitting here at Parker's. Jared saw the coaches poll come out for college football, and BYU ranked 23rd. We think they're going to be 3-0 when they get here, looking at their schedule. So that could be a top 20 team rolling into Greenville.
And we talked about it. There's a possibility it could be a top 10 team when they come into Greenville, because we do think they'll go 3-0. They'll probably be around 12, 13, 14, something like that by the time we get there. But that would be awesome. And Dowdy fixes the stadium. Well, what a week that's going to be for East Carolina football.
Man.
A BYU, and then 4 days later you got Army.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get ready for that?
Yeah. And while we were eating lunch, Brian Bailey was tuned in to what was going on over at Elm Street Park. How about the comeback kids from Pitt County?
And they keep coming back, but they're down 3-0, and it looked like they were just dead in the water. But they just got a hit here, a hit here. even though they tried to lay a bunt down and it was a pop-up and the girl made a great play for the second out of the inning, but they came through with a couple more hits and ended up advancing again. So big news for Pitt County, the defending champs, and they're 2-0 so far in the World Series.
Awesome stuff. Bailey enjoyed this and cannot wait for Tuesday. The Brian Bailey Show is back, coming up Tuesday at noon with a big guest.
Yeah, Blake Harrell's going to join us live in the studio, taking your questions and comments, and that'll be a lot of fun because this time of year you don't really have access to the coach. The average fans don't. We get a chance a couple of times, a week to go to the press conference, but this will give the fans a chance to ask a question about camp, and so we'll let him answer them, and it'll be a good time.
Brian Bailey Show back Tuesday at noon on Pirate Radio. He'll talk to you then.
It sounds good. Be there.